Electioneering campaigns like this had already reached a climax when politicians seeking elective office believed they had almost had it all wrapped up. Then INEC dropped the bombshell.
The Commission has decided to reschedule the 2015 general elections thus.
For the candidates in Rivers State, where campaigning has been very intense, they got more than they bargained for. It appears despite the postponement of the elections, the momentum is still being sustained in Rivers. But then the question is, the postponement of the elections, what impact is it going to have on the candidates for the various elective positions?
The postponement of the elections will affect both positively and negatively on the candidates. Positively in the sense that there are candidates that are not prepared. Now they have an additional 6 weeks to dot the I's and cross the T's. And then there are also candidates that are already prepared and ready to win the elections. The impact is that they are going to spend more money.
First impression we had was that of disappointment, I must tell you. People were disappointed because, when you are prepared for a thing for over a period of time, and just about the time the thing is to materialize, something happens to it. I mean, it demoralizes you somewhat.
However, some believe it's an opportunity to get the best out of a seeming challenging situation.
It will actually give the people time to go out and collect their PVC. And also don't forget that the CRV, I think was still doing the CRV before the date of the postponement. And when you mean CRV, you mean continuous voters registration. And it's expected that after this registration, people will go and collect their PVCs. And people have not collected their PVCs up to even the time they postpone the election.
Well, certainly when there's a shift, it comes with one or two inconveniences. But I can tell you that it is something that we have already surmounted. We are not worried. We will go ahead, mobilize our people for the elections on those days, March 28th and April 11th. They will come out with their PVCs and they will vote for us.
It is to be expected that the postponement of the polls may have exacted a physical and fiscal toll on the candidates who may have thrown everything into the fray.
It will be an extra burden, financial burden on the candidates, because we've all prepared for this election. We've done our campaigns all through our constituency and we are ready for elections. Well, all of the sudden, reasons given by INEC, well, it's acceptable. They are the umpire.
That Saturday, that the news came up on early morning Sunday, that Saturday was like a rounding up of our campaign and of my campaign. And when we got the news, well, what do you do? But I don't think it will affect my chances.
Behind the scenes, there is a lot of strategizing and re-strategizing towards the new date of the elections. For the candidates and for their parties, no stone should be left unturned towards winning the elections when they eventually happen, and therefore it means the momentum will not be let up even for 1 second. From Port Harcourt, the Rivers State capital, Charles Eruka, reporting for Channels Television News.